Hello. Today I'll be talking about Lulu again, but I want to talk about my experience with her and how I became her friend and stuff that I have noticed but never spoke out about. So when I met her, I was an individual called Red Wolf or just Red, and when I first met her, I was like in her live stream. I used to sit for Alistair, and then she said that my OC and Alistair looked like siblings because they're both red. And that had me put a thought that, oh, if if characters are the same color, that means they're siblings, which is not true at all because there are many animals like out there that look like each other, and yet they're supposed to be like wife and husband and such. So, but Lulu had me think that if characters are the same color, that means they're siblings. It doesn't matter if they're like same animal or not. If they're the same color, that means they're siblings. So I sent for a different character instead named Tigry from Piggy. Yeah, people should know this by now. But yeah, I sent for Tigry, and when we got closer, she sent me suggestive images and an SFW of Tigry. And I think she made SFW of him in my OC, but I don't have proof of that, so take it with a grain of salt. I sent for many other characters too, like Felix the Cat, for example, and Oswald. Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, but she sent for those characters too, so she told me I was blood related to those characters. Interesting, isn't it? I sent for many other characters too that she also liked, so her excuse was that I was blood related to those characters. That didn't just go for me too. That went for another person named Lula. And I remember this, every time Lula made a ship, she would say, "Oh, but you're blood related. But you're blood related. Oh, this is taken. The ship is taken." Like, let her do what she wants. And she also had a ship war with Lula that contained Longhorse. Like, they would each post their ship, and I don't remember this. I don't remember what happened next, but Lulu got upset with this. So did Lula, and Lulu wanted to freaking unfriend her. Like, you're getting so upset over something so small. You're a fucking adult. You shouldn't be getting mad at Lula for something petty. Y'all shouldn't need to be doing that in the first place. It was just so petty now that I realize it. But I'm not entirely blaming Lula for the situation because, she made the ship first. She made a ship with Longhorse first, and Lulu should know better than to get in a petty fight with someone younger than her. I'm done. When I saw the second document on Lulu, I was so confused. I also used to go by the name Aiko, and apparently it was exposed to Futanari porn. And I found out it was a fetish. So, that's interesting. That's interesting to hear. Lulu has also sent me softcore porn, and I also did sexual role plays with her, which made me hypersexual, and it has now worsened. When I sent for Tigry, she would tease me about it, saying, "Oh, you and Tigry in bed. Oh, he'll fuck you. Blah blah blah." And I didn't think that was wrong at the time because I was like, I don't know, 12, 13. I also had this boyfriend, and he was very sexual to me, and so was I because I was hypersexual. And one day he sent me a picture of my OC that Lulu drew, and I didn't know about this because she didn't tell me about this. So basically she did that without my consent. was a minor at the time. And I knew that she drew it because of the certain color choices. I was uncomfortable, but I didn't really say anything about it because I thought this was fine. I thought this was what people do. I thought this is what friends do. I also remember in one of her servers, she had like this OC who wore all black called Lucifer. Oh, yeah, so I think her Lulu's OC was called Lucifer. She sent an image of him with his shirt up, having abs, and then a picture of him with his freaking dick out. Okay, now I just got back and I have the image of the OC, but not the NSFW one. But just imagine this as I show it. Okay, just imagine this, but their butt naked and their manhood is up. It's out. It's all and about. And this is the stuff that no minor should be exposed to at all. They should not be exposed to this. And that just reminded me of something. Lulu had a dark male version of one of her OC's forums, Dark Lulu, which was called Male Dark Lulu, right? It's with that she entertained the people simping for him, and in her server, she made an SFW of that said character. She was purposely entertaining it. She was entertaining it. She made an SFW, made stuff that would simp for him. Yeah. She literally entertained that idea. She was purposely doing that. And people who were in that server should probably knows that she was making that stuff. Oh, and there's something else that I remembered. Okay, so when we considered Lula to be a bad person, and this was like 2020, and there was different people there. There was different people who was friends with Lulu. I was in her server, and I think that was my first time in the server, and already there's some drama. And this was like before we didn't consider Lula a bad person. Lula was like copying Lulu and such. Lula was considered Jane, and and Jane was stealing her OC. And Lulu was freaking upset and when will she stop? When will she stop? I'm gonna kill myself. And then I was just like, what's going on? And then someone else said, Red, I know you're watching this. What am I supposed to say about that? I just came in the server. I don't even know what to say. What am I supposed to? I didn't even know what to freaking say at that point. She was upset about a little girl stealing her OC. What am I supposed to do? And she made live streams before deleting them. One of the live streams was about Jane. I was in one of them. She was yapping about Jane and how she was stealing her OC. And I don't remember this, but like way after, she was like, oh, no, fuck this, I'm gonna kill myself. And then I stayed up. I stayed all the way up until she came back. I stayed up crying. And I'm guessing that was how I freaking started to feel sleeping from That was all her fucking fault. I stayed up for that fucking bitch. Oh my god. Just remembering that just makes me so mad. All that for an OC. You could have just blocked her so she wouldn't even make any content of your OC again. But no, you're over here crying about your OC getting stolen. What that could have been solved with just a single button and you forgetting about her. And remember, Lula was considered to be Jane at the time. And she was stealing Lulu's OC and such. And it was always a repeat when it comes to this. Like, she sees a tracer. She suddenly wants them to die. She suddenly wants to kill herself. And then she just goes back to normal like nothing happened. Like, no, you're just guilt tripping people. She's just guilt tripping people. She's literally just guilt tripping people. She's acting like a freaking victim when most of her tracers, copycats, are children. she's guilt tripping people. Like, I swear. She literally, I swear to freaking God. It feels like she's saying she's gonna kill herself to gain sympathy. Who does that? And yeah, that's all I'm gonna be ranting about because this is getting too long. So I'll probably talk about some more that I remember next time. Okay, bye.